Okay, I had to make a video to review, down to earth, real review on the Dirt Goat Power bike before I fix it up. So, first of all, first thing that people should know, I had to put tape around here because because I'm riding it in the snow and cold weather. It starts getting loose, the handlebars bending and stuff just from the cold, so I had to put duct tape through there so it'd stay sturdy, and that worked really well. I'll fix all this, right? I put in the extenders bars in here, the extension, but that just made it wobbly, a little loose or whatever. So got rid of that, and I'll fix this too because there's no threads in here, so it kind of makes it not that stable. It's kind of like the Temu version of the Stark, right? When I first bought it, the battery that showed up, turned the ignition on, the ignition wire starts smoking, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I have the warranty on it, so I messaged Goat Power, and then eventually 3 months later sent me a new battery. I'll get to that part later on the old battery, because the battery has a BMS sensor in it. So mine, after the short circuit, essentially, it messed with the battery. So now the battery's toast. So they sent me a new ignition, new battery, and then a new, I don't know, whatever module that's plugged in right under there to tear it apart, put it together, just to make the bike work. But here's a real review on it. That doesn't happen to most bikes. To fix this, so I ripped this off because one fall over is on the kickstand in the snow or whatever kind of deal. Cracked this, messed it up, damaged it, so it's annoying to ride with it like that. So I'm gonna put some plastic bond and see if that freaking holds it, because you can't really just buy replacements from Goat Power. So whatever, the point is, these handlebars, it's a cheap aluminum, so the bike fell over one time, now your handlebar is gonna be freaking, I had to bend it back, this and that. I'd replace this handlebar, so you gotta replace everything on there. So first of all, I've tightened my chain multiple times, and it's already this loose, and I got it very tight, and it's already this loose again. So I gotta keep on tightening it up. Not that hard. This, I had to zip tie this back on because I was probably riding it pretty hard, and I don't know, maybe something flew up and broke it and it's hanging, so I just broke it off, so I just zip tied it. I'm saying the durability, it's like a Temu Stark, so it's alright for the price, and it goes decently fast. But anyway, besides the chain getting loose and the cheap handlebars that this needs to be replaced, I gotta do whatever work I gotta do, fix this completely. It's annoying, you can hear it just riding, dread like shit. You can just rip this pretty much right out, just glued on, just pretty much rip it right out. You fall over, my key's bent. Cheap Chinese made. But I'm gonna throw this in there. So the old battery, I thought I'm gonna take it apart because you could sell each one of these little cells are like 12, 10 bucks a piece online. So I'm like, oh, I'll tear it apart and just sell it. What am I gonna do with this battery? It's like 200 of these cells in there. Well, when I was tearing apart the battery, which is a horrible idea, one of them, I pushed it away, and one of them cells lit up on fire, burned a hole in my apartment, which I'm gonna have to pay for. I tried to move it and get it out of my apartment because it's combined to a bunch of them, like 40, 30 of them. And so I didn't want them all to light up on fire and burn the building down. My smoke alarm's going off, and the fumes from these are so freaking toxic, it's stupid. So tried getting it out, whatever. I called the fire department because I'm like, I don't want this shit to light on fire. So I got the lithium ion battery. They brought that and they threw it in there. So if it does light on fire, it's not gonna burn the freaking building down, essentially. Another thing I gotta say on this, the screen that was on here, when it fell over on its kickstand, but I put it on like a cool art thing to take a picture of it, and then the bike fell over in the winter, and I'm like, oh damn. And it was cold weather, but look how tiny these little freaking wires are connected to the motherboard right here. So that got it stopped working, so I don't have my speed, my mileage, nothing. So I just took it apart, and then I noticed, yeah, I can't fix that myself. And I asked GoPower if I could buy a new screen, and they didn't respond. So anyway, don't do that. But besides that, the bike's pretty solid for how the price. Besides the freaking chain and the handlebars, that's about it. And then the range on it. So this is the only way I can tell my battery percentage because I don't have the screen. Once it gets down to like 2, it was like 1 bar under, I'm saying. And then I took it out, and then it just died left and right. And I'm like, I had to turn it off, turn it on. I had just a little bit of juice. So like I wouldn't rely on what I'm doing. Just don't knock the bike over, apparently. So it's not a dirt bike, but they pretend it is. I noticed this today. This is loose. This loose. I fixed that. All these cheap aluminum screws. And I've probably only put, I don't know. I have no idea because I don't have the screen. I was going to say a couple 100 miles on it. So it's not even, it's pretty much new still. But I use it like a dirt bike pretty much. Ride it downstairs like no problem. Another thing is, the suspension right here is super spongy, but you can change them or whatever, so I'm gonna probably mess with that. It is super spongy, like I'll just push right here. Oh, I fucking can't do it with one hand or whatever. Anyway, you get the point. I just had to do a little dirt goat review that's like real fucking world after a couple 100 miles